Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. Thank you for joining me for this video. And man, we've got more news from the 49ers here, and they're bringing in receiver Bennie Fowler on a one-year deal. But in the process, they're waiving receiver Marqise, who they just brought in less than a week ago, and they're releasing him. So whatever happened during that time frame, the 49ers felt that Bennie would be the better option to at least bring in. Again, this is the time of year where you will see players, get signed, get released, be on the practice squad, get dropped, things of that sort over the next couple of months. So definitely understand this. But yeah, definitely this is presents an opportunity for Bennie Fowler to go to a 49ers unit that, they have, like they know who their starters are. They've got Deebo Samuel, they got Brandon Ayuk, but they can use some more receivers, after that to make up for the loss of a Calvin Bourne, who went to the Patriots. And so they definitely can use some more receivers. As of right now, I believe they still have Mohamed Sanu on the roster, Jalen Hurd, some players like that. So they definitely are looking to continue to add some more depth at the receiver position, the more options that you give a quarterback like Jimmy Garoppolo, and then Trey Young, if he does get to start. Trey Lance at some point, if he does get to start this season, you're definitely going to want to make sure you have as many weapons as possible. We all know the 49ers, they spent a lot of money on that offensive line. That is for sure, particularly Trent Williams, and then brought in Alex Mack as well. So the offensive line should be well improved. Obviously, the return of George Kittle, him and Jimmy being healthy, that's going to be important. And then last year at the running back, they pretty much have shown over the last couple of seasons that regardless of who they stick back there at running back, these running backs, they're running. So, regardless of which running back they put up there, but obviously you want to have your top guy out there. Raheem Mostert, you definitely want to have him out there. So definitely the 49ers, for them being healthy, is going to be huge for them this upcoming season. And with that, we'll see how long they ride with Jimmy G, assuming he doesn't get traded before the season starts, as everybody seems to have their quarterback now. But obviously, stuff do happen in the off season, such as, injuries, that can change everything. So we'll have to see, how that plays out moving forward. But yeah, definitely for Bennie Fowler, this is an opportunity for him to take advantage of. And so to focus more a little bit about Bennie Fowler, he's about 6'1", about 215 pounds, out of Michigan State. He's been in the league going back to 2014, in which he started his career out with the Denver Broncos. And yeah, pretty much in his entire career, he has spent 4 years with the Broncos, stretching from 2014 to 2017. He spent 2 years with the Giants, and then this past season in 2020, he spent with the New Orleans Saints. And so throughout his entire career, he has 97 receptions for 1,100 yards, averaging 11.4 yards of reception and 6 receiving touchdowns. So definitely someone that, can contribute a little bit. His best season really came in 2017 with Denver, and he had 29 receptions for 350 yards and 3 touchdowns. And so, yeah, he definitely can contribute as well on special teams as well. Just looking at, throughout the kick and punt return game, he has got to start. He's got to suit up for about 68 games. And in that, he's contributed to about 12 starts on special teams. So, yeah, definitely someone that does bring some special teams experience as well. And so I'm excited to see, him get this opportunity moving forward. Now, a little bit about his collegiate days at Michigan State. Big Ten, from all the way from 2010 to 2013. And so he started off, as a true freshman at the receiver position. He had 14 receptions that year for 175 yards, averaging 12.5 yards a catch and 1 touchdown. Also added 7 rushes for 62 yards and a touchdown that season as well. And then sophomore year, didn't get to play as many games that year. So he only had 2 receptions that year. But 2012, he was out there, had his best receiving season in terms of receptions, with 41 receptions, 524 yards, averaging 12.8 yards a catch for 4 touchdowns. But his best overall season in terms of just pure statistics came his last year in 2013 with Michigan State. That year he had 36 receptions for 622 yards, averaging 17.3 yards a catch. So he jumped up from 12.8 to 17.3 his final year, and 6 touchdowns. So that was fantastic for him as well. And so, yeah, this is definitely an opportunity here with the 49ers to come in and really compete and see if he can make the roster spot. The 49ers just showed, with Marqise, that they didn't give him that long to impress. So Benny's got to go out there and put in some work early and show that he deserves, on a week by week basis. And so we'll see how that looks for him. Definitely excited for him to get this opportunity, and we'll see how things play out. But thank you so much for joining me for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And as always, more news continues to drop. You can be sure to find it here. So thanks again for watching, and see you guys next time.